Most people assume hospitals are frightening because of the morgue, the ICU, or the ER at night. But anyone who has ever worked a night shift knows the truth. The real horror hides in the quiet places. The places no one visits after midnight. I learned that the hard way. I worked the night shift from 10 p.m. to 8 a.m. doing security patrols around the hospital. The place was massive, endless hallways, silent waiting rooms, and hundreds of doors. Every night our supervisor handed out duties, and I always chose lock. I preferred working alone, or at least, I thought I was alone. Lockups meant going floor to floor, building to building, making sure every door was shut and every room was dark. Most of the hospital felt normal at night, but the clinic wing, especially its upper floors, always felt wrong. The clinic was an old 5-story building connected to the main hospital. The cleaning crew stayed there until midnight, and they were always in a hurry to leave. I never understood why, until they told me. They kept hearing footsteps in empty halls, doors opening by themselves, lights turning back on seconds after they switched them off. The type of things that make grown adults refuse to work alone. I brushed it off as nerves, but then I started experiencing the same thing. On the 4th floor, I'd turn off the lights in an exam room, walk 6 steps down the hall, and see them flick back on. On the 3rd floor, I'd hear slow footsteps behind me, but every time I turned, the hallway was empty. On the 2nd floor, I heard someone whisper my name clear, as though I was alone. Still, I told myself it was just an old building, settling. And then came the night that changed everything. It was almost 3:30 a.m. I had just reached the 5th floor, the top floor of the clinic. That floor was always cold. So cold. My breath came out in clouds even, though the heater downstairs was blasting. I checked the final stretch of hallway, locking doors as I went. Everything was quiet, too quiet. Then, I heard it. Children, laughing. Not one child, several. Giggling, whispering, scurrying around. It came from exam room 5C, about 20 feet away. There are no children in the clinic at night. There are no patients. And there is no reason for anyone to be on the 5th floor after midnight. My blood turned to ice. The laughter wasn't playful. It was wrong, echoing, cold. Almost like it knew I was listening. I didn't even try the door. I backed away slowly, keeping my eyes on the room. And once I reached the stairwell, I practically ran down all 5 flights without looking back. The next 3 hours of my shift were spent in the brightly lit hospital lobby. I refused to return upstairs until dawn. At 5 a.m., when the morning staff arrived, I convinced one of the day shift guards to come with me. Together we climbed to the 5th floor. The hallway felt different, in the morning less threatening, less alive. But when we reached room 5C, the door was still locked, exactly as I had left it. We opened it. Inside was a completely empty exam room, no footprints, no disturbed equipment, no sign that anyone had been there in years. The air was freezing cold. I quit lockups that same morning. Some things in that building wanted to be left alone. I wasn't going to find out why. Even now, years later, whenever I walk past that clinic wing, I swear I sometimes hear faint giggling drifting from the stairwell, as if they're still up there, waiting for someone to listen again. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like and subscribe. Darkness lurks where you least expect it.